Okay, so in this video, we're going to go over the pad systems. Now, these are made with a combination of Cell LED out of Australia and Benilight out of South Korea. Both excellent companies, and they really make the highest standard of pad systems. So with the new series of ILEDs, we have three different sizes. We have the large or the Pro, we have a medium, and then we have the small or the mini. So the first thing is, how are we going to choose which one? That's going to depend on what you're trying to accomplish. So for example, if I have knee pain, the mini is likely going to work better for me than, say, the large. Now that of course depends on the size of your knee as well. If I want to, say, treat my entire spine, I'm going to go with the large or the medium over the small mini. If we want to be able to put it on the forehead, that may be either the mini or that may be the medium. The large, the Pro, may be a little bit too big for some people. So you're not quite sure which one to go with. What I recommend is you just take an old rag or a cloth, cut the correct dimensions, and put that around different body parts. And that's going to give you a good idea what's going to fit best for your needs, your body type. One of the advantages of getting the medium and the large is you have the opportunity to also get the bracket. The bracket allows you to use the pad for any area of the body where you're not going to be putting it in contact with the skin. Ideally, this is going to be for the face. So this is where you or your client can be lying on their back, have this on the floor, and have this over top the face. So that way that light is spreading and hitting more areas of the body. If you're not using the bracket, you'll be using the strap. So this simply clicks into both sides. You can tighten this, loosen this, so that way you can get it tightly around certain areas. So if I'm going to be working on the shoulder area, I can have the strap coming down here. If I'm going to be working on the forehead, I can have it around the back of the head. Lower back, I can have the strap around the front. So whatever area you're going to work on, you want to have a decent amount of pressure so that we're getting the LEDs in direct contact with the skin so that we're going to get the best absorption. So what I really like about these pads is, one, beyond the fact that it's extremely well made, is that it has a near infrared dominance. Because most of the issues that we're dealing with are not just skin issues, but deeper issues, whether that's muscle, bone, brain, organs. So we want more of the power, more of the LEDs to go towards near infrared as opposed to red. So when we turn this on, we can see only a smaller amount are red. Everything that looks off, those are the 850 near infrared bulbs. So also when we look at the controller, we have a low and a high. So when you're first starting out, you're going to do low until you start to feel more comfortable, and then you can go up to a high. Timer, you have 5, 10, and 15 minutes. Again, when you're first starting out, start low and then slowly build up. Next up is the pulsing. So you have the options of 5,000, 1,000, 40, 10, and 2.5. Now the 5,000 and the 1,000, because they're flashing so quickly, you won't detect it with the eyes. Once you get down to 40, it becomes more obvious, and then very obvious with 10 and with 2.5. So if we're dealing with pain issues, 5,000 and 1,000 are both ideal. 40 is great for brain health. It's really good in the morning. It's also very good for inflammation. 10 is good to be using in the evening because it can help quiet the mind down. It's also good for anxiety when you place it over the stomach area. 2.5 is good for wounds. It's also good for headaches, for migraines as well.